Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. This is day 4 of our safari. We are at Lewa Conservancy, and this place is pretty amazing. So, the last couple of days we were at Ashneal, and it was great. It was impressive. It was fantastic, and the food we ate was great, and where we stayed was wonderful. The people were great. The animals were great. Our guide was great. But I gotta be honest with you, it does not even compare to Lewa Conservancy and what we saw today. It's just amazing. So first I'm going to start off with our room. So obviously I'm sitting down next to a fire, but I'll spin around so you guys can see the room. It's just gorgeous. It's kind of, I don't know what that is. No, the roof, whatever you call it, thatched. I don't even know what it is, but it's absolutely gorgeous. There's a mosquito net around the room. We have a fireplace. We have our own bathroom, a shower. That's kind of like a just gravity-fed shower. And then looking out the windows, this place is 80% window. And just looking out the windows during the day, we were able to see rhinos, giraffes, elephants, and Cape buffalo. There's also these cute little things that live outside that give you like cute eyes and want to come inside. They look like a giant hamster without a tail, but we're not letting them inside. So let me tell you a little bit about what happened today. So we're at the Lewa Conservancy, as I mentioned. This is a 100,000 acre parcel that was originally the Craig family. Two different brothers owned this land and farmed this land for many years, and then they turned it into a conservancy. The one Craig brother built this lodge. And that's where we're staying at now. The second Craig brother lives about 2 miles up the road. We just drove past his house, and that brother is actually friends with Kate and Prince William and Kate Middleton. So they actually came to Lewa on their trip and went right outside the Lewa gates up into the mountains, and that's where Prince William proposed to Kate. So that's pretty amazing. The other thing you'll know about the Lewa Conservancy is Anthony Bourdain did a show here. His guest host for that show was a comedian named Carew Ball. Carew stayed in this room, and Anthony stayed in a room down the way. May he rest in peace. So today we went out on a game drive after an amazing 5-course meal. And then took a nap, and then we had an unexpected rainstorm, which is great because there's been a drought here and they needed that. So we went out on a game drive, and it's just the two of us. Due to COVID, there's limitations. So as a result of COVID, you can't share vans or game vehicles. So we have our own vehicle. So we had blankets to keep us warm, and we had wine, and a wonderful tour guide again. Johnson is his name. So the Lewa Conservancy is private land. So at Ashneal, we had to be back at camp at sundown, and we couldn't leave camp until sun up, and we were never allowed to get out of the vehicle. This being a private conservancy is completely different, where we're actually able to get out of the car whenever we want, and we can get a little bit closer to the animals, and more importantly, we can stay out past nightfall. So when we first went out today, we spotted a cheetah sitting in a field, and we watched that cheetah for about 45 minutes thinking he was going to go after a kill. He didn't, so we had some wine and moved on. As we were driving back, as night was falling, we ran into a lion, and she was gorgeous, and she walked right up to the truck and then laid down, and she was calling out to someone, making that noise. We don't know who, and then all of a sudden a male lion, the whole mane and everything comes walking out of the bushes, and that's what she was waiting for. And then he laid down too. So that was pretty incredible. But before that, as we were driving home, we spotted some elephants. And so we pulled over on the side of the road and just let them kind of eat the grass. And they kept getting closer and closer and closer. And it was so close you could actually hear her tearing out the weeds with her trunk and then eating it. And you could actually hear her chewing on the grass. And then she burped. But she kept getting closer and closer. And at one point, she was probably no more than 3 feet away from the car. I probably could have reached out and touched her tusk. She definitely could have reached out and touched me. I was getting ready to tap out and asking the guide to move the car because it was very, very close. But we just let it go, and it all worked out just fine. So we're back at our house, or our little cottage. We've got dinner probably another 5-course meal that we have no room for before tomorrow, where we're going to do a horseback safari tour. So, yeah, amazing. We saw some rhinos today, which completes our big 5. So we've seen all 5 of the top animals, plus the cheetah, and plus everything else. So this is only day 1 at this resort. We have 2 more full days, and so I'll share more with you guys. But to be honest with you, didn't really think you could top what happened the first 3 days. And then just being here for basically a half a day, afternoon, just completely blew it out of the water. So more to come.